Good evening, everyone. How are you today? It is, of course, time for the AMA. Hello, welcome, of course, again to everyone who's here. Thank you again to Seth and Darky for your contributions. You are too kind to your senpai. I really do appreciate all the support. It means the world to me that you're willing to pitch in like that around here. It's really very awesome. Thank you so much. And yes, settle in and take notes, Seth. That's real sussy. Don't worry. Nothing here too suspicious, I hope. At least until we get to some of the later questions, because people got pretty intense with some of the questions. Although there's some real easy ones. There's some real softballs to start with. So, what does this taste and why is this ketchup weird? I couldn't tell you, Darky, unless you're referring to the video, in which case that was definitely blood. Because Mirai Nikki, you know, that's what that show is all about. Doing the stabbing. All right. No, it's not the show. Oh, well, then it could be that there's like this nasty sugar-free ketchup that some people started using recently. And if you're worried about sugar in your ketchup, maybe your diet should just be not having food. Because you're taking the sugar out of ketchup, you're looking in the wrong places to fix your life. And sugar-free ketchup tastes wrong. So maybe they use that over there. We got a bottle of it. We got a bottle of it over here. Yeah, I know. It was so... Oh, why would you? Just eat less and have regular ketchup. I mean, how much ketchup are you eating that the sugar content actually matters? Like, oh my goodness. That's too much ketchup. You might want to do something about all the fries you're eating, if that's the problem. Might as well make tomato sauce instead. Yeah, what's this ketchup? Pesto. Not pesto. What's ragu? Ragu, that's the tomato sauce this brand I was thinking of. Ragu ketchup. Oh, ridiculous. Ridiculous. Okay, so we got our soothing background loop on. We got a crowd of friendly people here. We got eating a chicken sandwich from your work. Be sus. Be sus. That's real suspicious. Where is my... Oh dear, where is it? I forgot to set one thing up. Darn. Cloudbot, where are you? Timer. Edit. We'll do one refresh at the end for new questions. We'll see. Save. I want the timer on that to be 10. Save. Commands. Where's my AMA command? There it is. Edit. Control V. Confirm. There it is. That should be fixed now. Is fixed. There we go. I want more food, but I need to budget. I went ham on Nordic earlier this week. Did you oversimp? Oversimping's a terrible thing to do, Darky. Imagine simping so hard you can't afford real ketchup. I insist you stop simping entirely, until you can eat real food. 30 bucks? I feel like refunding you your subscription now. The ketchup is free. Yeah, but free and bad is still bad. I mean, if someone gave you a free car that broke down every 10 miles, would you really want it still? All right. You get paid this week? All right, hang on then. Yeah, I remember the PC and the monitors apparently. Details. Okay. All right then. Let us get down to it then. Monitors came in today. Beautiful. It just screens success. Huh? No, I'll keep my puns to myself. Is bad pun and no good pun. Thank you for the pity, lol. I appreciate it. Alright, so if I turn on my AMA window, let's just bring that up in size a little bit here. It's not overlapping with the chat too much. It's nice and readable. So begins the AMA. Question time. Alright. We're going to do the questions in reverse order from when they were submitted. And like I said in the ping there, that's going to show up like every 10 minutes or so if the bot is alive. I'll do one refresh at the end for new questions. And that'll be it. So if you have anything else or any supplementary questions that turn up, feel free. And if anyone knows me at all well, or has talked with me a decent amount, you'll know that I have trouble answering questions in a simple and straightforward way. So some of this might get a little rambly, as I'm sure some of you are dreading. So, our first question is, of course, a very open-ended, very suspicious question to begin with immediately. If you could have one wish, what would it be? Okay, one wish. One wish. I'm going to assume the cheating wish of wishing for more wishes is out. So, if I can have one wish, I would wish for the ability to copy powers or abilities from anything I had seen. See? It's a meta as hell wish. So, I could fly if I had seen something where someone had flown, or something like that, you know? The ability to copy powers from things I'd seen. Feels like a cheat power, right? Or a cheat wish? But it's a pretty good wish. Because all you have to do is find the right show, movie, game, anime, whatever, and you can steal powers from it. It reminds me of like fucking Naruto, the Sharingan, the power copy thing, right? Burb return to Burb. Huh? Sure. But yeah, no, the ability to copy powers is the wish. Right? Huh? I'm waiting for someone to tell me that's a terrible wish. Can I answer like this? Oh yeah, look at that. Look what it does to the little window. That's beautiful. I would wish for the no. And now we get. Oh, you can actually see me typing. Yay! For the ability to copy any power from anything I had watched. Boom. Because that really opens up a lot of doors. It feels a little cheaty. Yeah, I know, right? Alright, what was my most embarrassing moment? Oh my god. Really? This question's in here right at the beginning? 23rd of November. Oh, that was right after I started the thing. Jeez. We need to practice. Well, I have plenty of time to practice.
Is following.
Adrian, please. Welcome, and thank you for the follow. Hop on board the time machine and get comfortable. We're going to have a good time. Welcome to the stream tonight. We're doing a little AMA with Senpai. But yeah, if you practice with them, well, you just practice, right? There's no reason not to. Mm-hmm. Yes, the screen is made of screen. Anyways, embarrassment. What was my most embarrassing thing? There were a couple of, like, dumb, embarrassing things growing up. But I figured those are pretty common for a lot of people. You know, call the teacher mom. That kind of thing. But I think the most embarrassing thing I did, this might be a little personal here. A little too intense. But, as you all know, I worked at McDonald's. I was under a lot of stress at the time. I was working some really crazy hours. And, there had been a change to the schedule that really hurt. Because it was definitely the opposite of what I thought was going to happen. And all the other stress and the lack of sleep and all the back-to-back shifts and all that stuff had just totally worn me down. So when I saw the schedule, I, at the time, a man in his 20s, broke down in tears at work and had to go, like, hide in the bathroom until I managed to pull myself together. It was just, oh god, just telling the story makes me feel... but yeah, that was pretty embarrassing because I was a manager at the time too. I had, like, the tie on and everything. I'm supposed to be the guy in charge. And yeah, I just felt so embarrassed about that. Like, I couldn't have kept it together until I was alone. It wasn't the fact that I cried. It was the fact that I cried in front of people. Like, people who were supposed to be my employees. That was the embarrassing part. Like, yeah, you cry when shit happens, right? That happens all the time. Nothing like a good cry in the shower. But, yeah, it was breaking down in front of everyone. I couldn't even hold it together long enough to get somewhere private. And I would say that was pretty embarrassing for me. Yeah, we all gotta let it out every now and then, right? But, yeah, it's time and place. Time and place. Yeah, no, that's probably, like, from my adult life, the most embarrassing thing. There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, Still, remember, my 20s was, like, fucking 15 years ago. Oh, everyone says it's okay. Y'all say that here on the internet. But remember, this was the basement of a McDonald's. Surrounded by teenagers who are supposed to listen to me when I tell them to do things, right? The scenario is different. That was the setting that really set that one off for me. So there's that. Let men express emotions. Yes, I understand. I understand we're allowed to express emotions. At work is not the place to do it. In front of your subordinates is not the right place to do it. Yes, we're allowed to have emotions. I'm not saying I shouldn't have cried. I'm saying I shouldn't have cried at that time in that place. Shut up and express your emotions. Anyways, crying as a manager at work. Post. Question answered. Anyways, your response to this is as golden as it should be. Thank you all for your support. I'm glad the world has moved to a place where this is much more acceptable. Things were pretty back in the early 2000s. Yeah. Fortunately, there was no fallout from it. Everyone was just like, yeah, okay. That's how it goes. Okay. How long do I linger on a question? Does anyone else have any questions about my embarrassment? That answer came out pretty straightforward. You're not wishing. It's okay. Thank you, Belle. Thank you. I'm sorry. They all gave the silent dude. We feel like, jeez. All right. Thank you, everyone. Yes. Okay. Did anyone ask you about it? No, but it was real awkward for a few weeks after that. and I think a couple of the more what would be the term? The more jock employees, the cool guys working there, didn't give me the what is the word? The respect I should have had as their manager after that. They pushed back when I asked them to do things. But the people like that never stick around very long in a restaurant. They're always too good for it, so they end up bailing out to find something more worthy of their considerable skill. You know how it goes. Yeah. Anyways, but yeah, no. And no one asked me if it was okay, or no one tried to fix it either. That was not part of it. The restaurant needed it, and that was all that mattered to anyone who could fix it. Working at McDonald's was really hell for me. It was a bad time. Part of why I was such a mess back then. Should have put my foot down. Yeah, no. I tried that a couple of times at McDonald's. There was one girl there. I told her, hey, close up your till, go out to the lobby and clean up the lobby. We're going to close down soon, etc. You know, standard thing you'd expect working in a fast food restaurant. You eventually have to clean up. And she just like heel turned and stamped her foot and said, this isn't my job. I'm not supposed to do this. And I said, well, if you don't want to clean up, I guess your shift is over because that's what I need you to do. So she left. And I said, I called after her. I was like, you know, you aren't actually supposed to leave. I was just, you know, I got mad at her, right? She needed to do her shit. And I told her that if she left through that door, she was fired. And then she left through that door. And I wrote a little letter on the computer, and I left it there for the restaurant manager. And the next day, she had her job back because she said something to the restaurant manager, and my ruling had been overturned. But it was her job. It is the job of when it's the end of the day, everyone has to clean up. It's not like you're only there to take orders. That's not no one's job is that narrow. It's ridiculous. It was ridiculous. And after that, she walked all over everyone because apparently she had some secret sway or pull. I don't know. She was a miserable bitch. But after that, all she did was take orders. She never cleaned anything up. She never stocked anything. She just took orders and fucked off. It was... I don't know what she did. I don't want to know. Anyways, how do we end up talking about McDonald's? She'll get her soon enough. Well, it's been more than a decade since then. I'm sure she's living exactly the life she earned. Yeah, exactly. Right, Darky? That's standard practice. Anyways, enough McDonald's. People want to know what my dream job growing up was. All right. I'm going to segue into the next question here, hopefully. When I was growing up, kind of scared. It sure wasn't at McDonald's. But when I was in high school and junior high, I felt like one of the smart kids. Because I have one of those... I probably still have. I don't exercise as much anymore. But I had one of those memories where if I just paid attention in class, I could knock the tests out 80 plus 90% sometimes just from listening. Like I could memory recall and dump on the test really easy. Now that's not a life skill. There is no career in remembering and writing down. But in school, it feels like that's going to be a career, right? Oh, look at that. I got 95 on the test because I paid attention in class. I'm set for success. So I felt like I was a smart kid. Like I was going to go places when I graduated. And since I did really well in science and I enjoyed the material, right? Physics and astronomy and chemistry and all that stuff. Like I loved that stuff. I was like, oh man, this is so easy. All you got to do is know what the boron is number 5 on the periodic table. You're set, right? I wanted to be a scientist. I wanted to work in a lab and discover things and like work on a particle accelerator or have like a giant centrifuge of chemicals, and like it was a very vague, nebulous idea of what a scientist was. But yeah, I wanted to be a scientist. I wanted to discover new things. Yeah, that was what I wanted to do. I wanted to be a scientist. So I'm gonna plunk that in here real quick. Be a scientist. Be a Now I can't even spell scientist without autocorrect. Scientist. I don't even care if that's spelled wrong. It's not linguist, it's scientist. Fun fact though, you get to university, and the way you learn is completely different. It's not just memorize and recall. It's meld and combine and do all sorts of extra stuff. And that stuff I'm okay at if I work really hard at it. But I never learned to work really hard because everything was so easy in high school. So I had no study skills, and the skill set was completely different. And it destroyed me. It destroyed me. College tore down all my hopes. It was really rough. I kind of wish high school prepared you better for college and university, or just life in general. It's not just memorize and regurgitate. Something needs to happen with the school system. Yeah, exactly. The first year is so hard because you have to learn how to study. It's crazy. All right, so post to be a scientist. But yeah, no, that was it. I loved the sciences. I wanted to be involved with science. And I did eventually narrow it down a little bit. Forensic scientist sounded really cool, right? Solving mysteries and crimes and things like that, because I love a good mystery. But yeah, I never got that far. Yeah, things sort of wandered off on their own path after that. But yeah, there's my dreams of a young senpai, graduating in 2001. I wanted to change the American system at one point, but that's a rich person job. Yeah, you need to be influential like crazy to make changes. That's what they're supposed to. I know that's what they're supposed to do. They're not doing very good. Gotta fund your own schools and everything. I know. Let me just rebuild the world up. Rebuild the world from the ground up. Maybe that's why I like grand strategy games so much, and like city building sims and stuff like that. I'm in charge. The world's gonna be how I decide. I remember getting really depressed in college when my grades slipped bad. Oh, I know. I had a couple of good cries in college and university when I just hit the wall and I didn't know what to do. Fun fact, I'm sure some of you guys have figured this out if you finished college or university. Study in groups. If you get 4 brains together, between the 4 of you, someone has enough pieces of the answer that you can put it together. But by yourself, you're gonna hit a wall and just be destroyed. It sucks so bad. Yeah, no, that sounds about right. Private schools, more sway. Google's my only study power. Oh, that's such a shame. When I went to university, both times. By the way, I have a half of a university degree I never used. Both times I went to university, I talked to someone beside me in class every day until the new people stopped showing up beside me. And because I introduced myself and said hi, I had people I could ask questions about and eventually studied together. And it worked out really nicely. So the other thing important in college, university, is networking. Network. Meet people and talk to people. Nice avatar thing. Oh, thank you, Nolan. I appreciate it. If you're curious, this command should still work. There we go. That's my artist and my rigger. If you're curious in the creation of this fine model, the senpai you see before you. You interacting with people. Look, I'm not a big social butterfly in the meat world either. But it was important for building a network to be able to study and do things, right? The second time I went for my business degree, I actually, I really gave up on the networking after a while. And it really hurt my ability to get opportunities later. Because if you know so-and-so who knows so-and-so, they know someone who already works in this place, and it really helps you get that co-op work position or get a leg up on the interview and things like that, right? I think most of your university, if you're in a professional degree looking for a very specific thing, is meeting people who know other people who can get you into places. That's all it is. The skills are all the first 2 years. After that, it's all knowing who and like getting the mood, which is why I didn't enjoy the last 2 years very much, because I did not like the mood of the business world. It's very cutthroat, very amoral. They're always dancing around ethics. A university ethics class for business students is a real marvel. Imagine being a VTuber. Yes, VTubing. Is this VTubing? I started tagging myself as a VTuber. I don't know if it's doing anything. Corrupt. I wouldn't say corrupt. Because they make the rules, they don't have to break them. They just have to change them. See? Mm-hmm. Big brain. Huge brain. Something lobbyists. Oh my goodness. Stonks. Yeah, evil stonks. Alright, now for something completely different. I don't know how to segue this over to favorite food. Favorite food. Chicken. I love chicken. A nice chicken burger, chicken fingers, like a lemon crusted chicken breast, chicken sandwiches. I can't get enough chicken in my life. I eat chicken 3, sometimes 4 nights a week. I can't. These birds exist for my pleasure, and they will die when I decide they do. Chicken is the ultimate food. Chicken, very yummy. Yeah, there was this chicken Alfredo. My aunt used to make, and it was so good. It was so good. It's just great. Anyways, chicken. Poor Nordic. Wait. Yeah, owl is. I don't think owl is at all like chicken. No. Also, good evening, Benjamin. Welcome to the 18+ AMA stream. KFC wants to know your location. KFC can go away. KFC don't got shit. There is a restaurant in Western Canada called Mary Brown's Chicken and Taters. It is the best chicken on this planet. Don't at me. It's so good. No, don't. Oh, jeez. Okay, don't dox yourself. Do not enable location. Do not enable location. No, thank you. No, stop trying to dox me. I just want to bring up the website and show your chicken to people. All right, now we bring this over here. All right, and then we go nah. And we turn on desktop display. Mer. Look at that chicken. Look at those taters in the background. Oh my goodness. They're big, thick cut tater wedges with this delicious on the outside. And they got like little popcorn chicken you can just eat like 5 pounds of and feel totally fine until you all of a sudden don't. It's so good. It's nothing like KFC. Where's the chicken fingers? Go to the snacks. It's amazing. Yeah, KFC is made with no love at all. Mary Brown's is made with magic and hope. Like I said, don't at me. Don't at me. It's different. Anyways, yeah, so chicken. I have Mary Brown's chicken every Monday. Every Monday. They're so good. Yeah, I know you have that. It's not that the product is unique, it's the quality of the product. Yes, KFC can make a chicken burger or a chicken leg or some popcorn chicken, but it's just not as good. The 11 herbs and spices, I'm sure one of them is dryer lint. The Mary Brown's is so good. Anyways, that's food. KFC has no love. Yeah, exactly. It's a military organization designed to exterminate chickens. Church's chickens? Yeah, I know there's some chicken places I need to try. We just got a Popeyes in town here last year, which was a great year to open a new restaurant, of course. And I tried it, and it was okay. It was better than KFC, but it's still no Mary Brown's. Oh, okay, all right. Well, I was talking about chicken. You started making a VTuber character. Good for you, Ben. Good for you. Dry ass chicken. Yeah, no. But yeah, no. Chicken's where it's at. Like my chicken homemade. It's a lot of work. It better be good. All right. Hydrate up. All right. With the chicken out of the way. And Chick-fil-A? I have to try a Chick-fil-A. Need to smuggle some of that across the border. Chick-fil-A is so exact. I've been told Chick-fil-A is very good. Bomb ass chicken. Yeah, local restaurants. Yeah, I know the Chick-fil-A ownership is something else. But much like we separate the art from the artist, I can separate the product from the owner. Oh, alright, okay. I want Chick-fil-A. Indeed, indeed. I could go for some chicken right now, too. All I had for dinner was a burrito. It was good, but it's no chicken. Chicken. Yeah, that's also my favorite soup, Welkin. Chicken noodle soup. I know you're like, oh, you eat chicken noodle soup when you're feeling sick. Nah, I eat chicken noodle soup when I want soup. 30 minutes? You order delivery, that's only 30 minutes. If you drive there and back, that's an hour. Waffle fries, by the way, while we're on the topic of waffle fries, a waffle fry poutine might be the best way to have poutine. Because when you have a regular French fry, it's just a stick of potato, right? You pop it in there with the gravy and the cheese, and you pull it up, and it gets some of it, right? But a waffle fry, that's like a big old scoop full of cheese and gravy. That is the way. That is the way to have a poutine, is with waffle fries. If you go in the morning, they have these chicken minis. Oh, chicken. Chicken minis. Are they like little slider burgers? Because there's a place, Arby's, again, I don't know what America has or not. They have like these little tiny buns, and they put like one chicken finger or like a little blob of roast beef on there. Is that what a chicken mini is? We have the meats. I know. Yes, good. You do have an Arby's. Delivery can't come to your work. You need a pass to enter the grounds. Well, Darky, you just wait for them at the entrance. You say, tell me when you're going to be here, and you just wait there. You go, all right, I'm here for the food. It's logistics, my friend. That's all it is. What do I want from Chick-fil-A? I got you. I got to see the menu. I mean, like I said, I have no Canadian Chick-fil-A. Literally can't? Ugh. Well, just remember it really clearly. Dig up the sensation of chicken. I love Arby's. Arby's is nice. The big old beef dip they do is nice. But the beef and cheddar, ooh, that's good. As long as you get it without the onion bun. I don't know why they thought onion bun would be a great idea. They're like, look at this sandwich. It's got the bread, it's got the beef, it's got another bread. It's literally perfect. Hold on, I'll throw some cheese on that bad boy. It's better than perfect. It's cheese, it's beef, all nicely in a bun. And then some guy wanted them, hey guys, let's put some onion on that. And they're like, no, don't. We don't need to, it's already better than perfect. And he like slams the onion on top and sends it off to processing, and now that's the recipe. And now all the good burgers at Arby's come with that onion bun. And if you ask for it on a regular bun, they look at you like, really, you're complaining about the bun? Yeah, I don't need soggy brown-ass onions baked into the top of my nice roast beef sandwich, thank you very much. You can take that stuff and pitch it, because onions don't need to be in food. We should have realized this when we first cut an onion and started crying, because the universe was telling you, hey, this isn't food, I'm going to make you cry every time you try and prepare it. But some guy, some person, was like, you know what, these tears just make it better, and they kept cutting it up, and they threw it in chili, and they slammed it on a bun, and they slipped it in a burger, and food hasn't been the same since. I almost used my time machine to go back in time to spread the myth that onions were poisonous, so that I could come back to a future where no one eats onions. But I decided to come back to the 20th century and watch anime instead. Onions are yeah. You're forgetting masochism is the thing. Yeah, someone's like, I hate myself, I'm gonna cut this onion up. Yeah, oh my god. Yeah, that's how it goes. That's how it goes. Alright, anyway, good choice. Yeah, the anime over the onions, I guess. Oh, and here, check this segue out. And speaking of choices, how about this next question? one of these three-way choices here. And this feels like a loaded question. It really does. Because there is a certain VTuber who is always on my mind. But I also don't really feel like any VTubers deserve to die. So what emote is that, Belle? What are you doing? Pog. Oh, that's the PogChamp for today? I hate it. I hate that PogChamp. Oh, that's the question. Yeah, that's the question. So, how do we approach this question? The first three VTubers that come to mind. So, I'm going to open up the reply window here. I'm here to be a sacrifice. I'm not going to sacrifice you, Axel. Not to be rude or anything here, but you're not the first three VTubers I think of. What's the fire? No fire. Glitch lit. Okay, yeah, no. Oof. There's a lot of VTubers. There's people I know pretty well. I've spent a lot of time watching them. Axel, let me snack. Yeah, alright, Axel's here. We can start the party. The cake's here. That new high-res cake animated sprite. Watch out, though. The cake's got a knife. We could smuggle him into a prison and escape that way. Ha ha ha. My favorite is easy. Top 10 is hard. So I'm gonna just typing out here real quick. So the first three VTubers I think of. Yeah, I'm gonna. Can I reposition this? Hello? Hello? Oh, that's not helpful at all. Alright, this is gonna be a mess. I have to fix this up in a second. Jesus, that's not the right button. Oh, it's Alt. It's Alt, not the other way around. Oh no, oh no, oh no. If it ain't scuffed, it ain't VTubing. There we go. Boom. So, there's of course the VTuber I think of all the time, my sweet Southern Belle. And then there's Project Melody, who is just a huge name in VTubing, and the whole reason I watched any VTubers. And then there's Nordic, my oldest VTuber friend, who I've hung out with a long time. So yeah, these are the first three VTubers that come to mind. So the answer should be pretty obvious how this is going to go down. I'm not killing Nordic. I'm going to exile him, which is like dying. Yeah, I'm cheating on my answer. I don't care. I always dislike the Marry Fuck Kill, because I don't want to kill anyone. Not anyone real. Only fictional characters deserve to die. Characters like Dio. And billions of lives in Stellaris. But yeah, that's how that goes down. Oh, this looks terrible on stream with the big white block there. Hello, Twitch. Yes, that's the question, though. Anyways, that is the question. That is my answer. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. I'm now going to be killed by Sweet Southern Belle. Let's and we'll submit that answer. Post. And oh, look at that! It didn't even ruin everything else. Okay, Why? No, that's not the right one. There's. Oh. I knew these questions would get me in trouble eventually. Oh, goody, yeah. What? There's a whole explosion of emotes down there. Yeah. Bye, guys. Gun. Rip. Hello. Yeah, alright. Okay, yeah, funny. Alright, there we go. We'll get rid of my gloom. Okay, alright, we're moving on. We're moving on. Whew, that's a tough question. That's a tough question. Moving on. My biggest fear? Oh, my biggest fear. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. I think my biggest fear. Time donations. I think my biggest fear would be letting someone down when they really needed it, right? Because there are people in my life I care about, right? And not being there when they need me, or messing something up that they needed from me, or something like that, to disappoint someone I respect and care about, would be probably the thing I'm the most afraid of. Because that's not, oh no, I want to get hurt. I don't want to get hurt, or some psychological thing where like afraid of balloons or closed spaces or things like that, right? I don't have any of those. But yeah, I really am scared of messing something up when the cards are on the table, so to speak. That's really scary. Yeah, by the way, yeah, balloons, it's called globophobia, and it's one of those real fears that people have, like one of those irrational, like, brain ones. Like, it's an irrational fear. Globophobia. Look it up. And as for more mundane fears, this one might be a little irrational. I hate spiders. I hate spiders. They're just the nastiest creatures on this planet. And they disgust me. Yeah. Yeah, just balloons in general. They had one of those, like, daytime talk show things, like, what was it, Maury or Dr. Phil or fucking Montel Williams. I forget what it was. And they had these people on there who had fears. And they walked out with a balloon, and this person jumped out of the chair, screamed at the top of their lungs, and ran off the stage. They could not be in the same room as a balloon. It was a next level irrational fear. They could not handle it. Yeah. So those kind of things exist. I'm fortunate enough not to have any of those truly irrational fears. But yeah, no. I know a lot of people have a fear of public speaking. But when I did the speech class in college, I actually really enjoyed public speaking. Because just mostly because my audiences were all captive. They had to be there because it was the class. No one was allowed to get up and walk out, which is probably why people are afraid of public speaking. But yeah, I don't have too much of a problem with that. I may not be full extrovert, but I think I can handle a crowd pretty well. Anyways, yeah, so yeah, fear. Disappointing someone and spiders. Fear. Disappointing someone I care about and spiders. Not disappointing people I care about. I don't care if I disappoint spiders. I should change the order on that so it doesn't sound weird. Also, spiders. Post answer. Aha, here we go. Yeah, no. The spiders look at you in shame. Yeah, well, the spiders can go away. God, spiders. I'm so glad I don't live in, like, Australia. Fun fact, my parents had the opportunity to move to Australia when I was very young, like 2 years old, like just little baby senpai. I was nobody's senpai back then. I was just Bebby. And they ended up not going through with it. But they could have legitimately moved to Australia, and I would have had one of them, good day, mate, type accents. But then I would have had to grow up around all those spiders and like the kangaroos that'll kick your head off and like 5 billion poisonous creatures. It's not a place. People shouldn't live in Australia. There are spiders in Australia that if you find one in your house, you have to call animal control. That's not fit for people. It has fangs that can punch through toenail, but then it lacks the strength to pull out of the toenail, so now you have just this spider injecting venom into your toe, and it can't get the fang out, so it's just sitting there hanging off your foot while you're screaming in pain from its venom. And the reason you call animal control is so they can collect these things and collect the venom, so they can make anti-venom, because this thing can also kill you in addition to being the size of a full dinner plate. It's not okay. Forget the bug spray, forget a paper. You need a gun to kill those things. That is not okay. Brr. So yeah, I almost ended up living in Australia. Fun fact. Ugh. Ugh. If you got to find it again. No spider. Yeah, I know, exactly. It's not, people don't live there. There's a book by Ben Croshaw called Jam. Ben Croshaw is Yahtzee from Zero Punctuation, the guy who does like the super fast video game reviews, like the yellow background, all the simple art. He wrote a couple of books, but one of them was called Jam, and it's about this bioweapon that gets unleashed on Australia, and it dissolves everything alive. And at the end of the book, I was just thinking, Australia is such a better place to live now. All the horrible creatures are gone. No, Ben Croshaw, good stuff. Good author. I read Mogworld and Jam. They're both good books. He did some new stuff. We'll Save the Galaxy for a Meal and the sequel to that, but I never read those. Yeah, you're right. The back cover really does. Like, sometimes the back cover is a little too detailed. You're right, Axel. It's too much. All right, let's do a rapid fire question here. Tits or ass man? A straightforward, simple question. So I'm just going to type in the reply here. Tits. Post. I've never understood the ass thing. I never have. Like, I appreciate there are nice asses, but they just don't, they're not there for me. It doesn't twinge the brain, as it does. Basic ass. Although, prison school? Yeah, prison school. The everlasting debate in that, anime/manga about tits versus ass, is amazing. It's such a great thing. Everyone knows thighs are better. Yes. What was it? There's a VTuber, Opapan. It used to be Opai Pansu, but she got banned for her name being too explicit. And she like re-released under a new brand, Opapan. Her rules are called the Thibel, right? Like the Thigh Bible. It was a nice play on words. I appreciated the literary twist. Anyways, yeah. That was an easy question. Yes or no? There was no discussion about it. All right. Favorite thing about women. Favorite thing about women. Favorite thing. Favorite. Careful with your answer. Take it easy. Take it easy. The fact that Belle exists. This might cancel the whole package. Yeah, no, there's all those cop-out answers. There really is. But my favorite thing, in both fictional and real women, is the face. I love the way it lights up with a smile. Like really good eye contact, like when they're like you're looking at them and they're looking at you. It's just the best. It's like this. I mean, in anime, it's not really a connection, but it feels that way, right? Because it's you have their attention, they have your attention, and faces are beautiful. They really are. Girls talk to Senpai. Take it easy over there. Good yeah, all right, okay. This a man of true taste. Okay, guys, take it easy. Take it easy. The eye is the window to the soul, right? And if you want to understand someone, you got to peek in through the window. It's the only expression that can tell you a myriad of emotions. Exactly. Right? Because people can smile with just their mouth, right? But then you can see in their eyes they're not really smiling, like something's bothering them and they're faking it, right? The face is just so expressive. Busting out the poetry. It's not poetry. It's just a sophistry. It's just an anecdote. So I'm gonna put face down. Not face. Face. Why can't I type? Faces. Especially. Oh, especially. Did I spell especially right? Nope. Especially smiles. Post. In layman's terms, poetry. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. So we're now an hour in. How many questions have I answered? I can't even. What have I? Whatever. Anyways, we're cruising along at a good pace. Everyone having a good time. Everyone having a good time. Learning things about your senpai. Stories and anecdotes aside. Or maybe those are the best part. I can't tell. I can't tell. Hey, I'm going to actually... It should be somewhere here. This question is favorite song. I'm actually going to Spotify to find it. Are you gonna start playing right away? You are, aren't you? Are you? No. You okay there, Spotify? Are you dying? Okay. Okay. So when it comes to music, when it comes to music, I don't follow bands for the most part. I mean, there's a couple of bands and artists I've paid attention to because they have a lot of stuff I like. But I'm not like, ooh, a band of this genre, I need to check out that band. I bump into songs through AMVs, the radio, other people playing them at work or when we hang out, finding them on stream. So I'm not normal when it comes to my music tastes or library, right? Everyone has said this too. It's like, really, you listen to a lot of different stuff, that kind of thing, right? And my favorite song has probably changed a lot because I don't cling to songs really heavily for a really long time. I use them for different moods, different things. That's a lot of Streamlabs all at once. Yeah, I listened to a lot of Initial D for a long time. Running in the 90s is great. I love that song. It's a great song. Comsoser Todd from End of Evangelion has been my sad song companion for a long time. I listened to Bakamitai for like 40 hours last year. Just Bakamitai. And yeah, I have all sorts of songs, but there's one song that's like hot in my mind right now. And it's my get pumped song. It's my energy song. It's what I listen to when I need to get something done. It's Army of the Night by Powerwolf. It's a really short song, which is the only thing wrong with it, because by the time you're halfway through, it's only a 60 seconds in, you're halfway through, and you're just like, yeah, let's get some stuff done, and then the song's already winding down to end. It's a pretty fantastic song, so we're gonna listen to that. just real quick here. I'm going to pause the chill lo-fi. A close contender, by the way, is Shout by Scandroid. I love that song. It just doesn't have the same hoo-ha kind of energy as Army of the Night. Glasses off for this. When I bought my head, my model loses tracking. It's such a shame. I know, right? Exactly, right? And the best part of it is, I can't really understand most of what they're singing. It might not even be English. I haven't checked. It just gives you that, and then you just shout Ave Maria every now and then. It's got the hype. It really does. You ever vacuum your house while this is playing? Yeah, the house gets clean. It is English? Well. Like I said, I don't investigate the music too much. I just let it go, right? And that's it. And then it's over, right? Only downside is it's not long enough. What a song. What a song. So yeah, alright. I'll enjoy my Twitch mute for that. Because that's my favorite song right now. Who knows? Maybe something else will wander into my life and take its place. I found that one on a terrible Castlevania AMV. Like, it had subtitles on it. It wasn't all the same resolution. Some of it had been blown up. The pacing was just bad. And I thought, you know what? Castlevania could fit with this really well. I mean, Army of the Night, it's an obvious pairing. But I've yet to find a really good Castlevania Army of the Night AMV. Maybe it's too niche of a request. Let me put my glasses on before I start typing again. Army of the Night. Where am I typing this? Hello? Army of the Night by Powerwolf. And the sad thing is, I actually did go out and try to track down more Powerwolf songs, and they just don't hit like this. They just don't. It's not as I don't enjoy the rest of the discography like I do Powerwolf because microphone. Spotify, it's really easy to just go listen to a whole artist's stuff, right? I've been listening to a lot of stuff by Samuel Kim lately too, right? He posts all the stuff on YouTube. He does remixes, like epic covers or medieval covers or this, that, and the next thing. And they're pretty good. And I just went to Spotify. Oh, look, it's on Spotify. I said listen to all. And some of it's hit, some of it's miss. It's nice stuff. But like no one track jumps out at me, you know? Not like Powerwolf does, the Army of the Night. Right? Okay. Next question, I suppose. With the music out of the way. Top 3 waifus. Now, this is a big question. Alright, because I have watched a lot of anime. There's been a lot of waifus over the years. When it comes to anime, I'm rocking the Haramu? Whatever. Lots of waifus. Welcome and thank you for the start of war with this one. Well, here's the thing. If you disagree with my pick of waifu, that's fine. And if you want to make a stink out of it, that's more on you than on me. Everyone's allowed to have their own waifus. Or husbandos. It's fiction. Enjoy it however you please. Those people that get into arguments over who's best girl. Take it easy, boys. There's more than enough anime girl to go around. I mean, it may be fun to argue, but some people take it too far. Yeah, real way. That's fine. Psh. We're too chill here to argue over waifus. The number 1 waifu. Let's see. All right, let's go to Anime Planet here, and I'm actually gonna bring these wonderful gals up. Characters. I need Lafiel. Yeah, there you are. And then we're going to make a second page. Duplicate tab. And then we need, of course, okay, maybe not. Maybe there's an easier way to find that one. That's too common a name. Dang it. Okay, alright. Spelling counts, apparently. Thank you. There she is. And the third waifu. Ooh, third waifu. Alright, this is where it gets tricky, because the first 2 are easy. They've been waifu since the moment I understood them. Let's bring you over here to my other screen. Okay, and then we'll go here, and we will show display capture. There it is. Love my chill. Thank you very much. So the number 1 waifu from ages ago, long time ago, is Lafiel Abriel from Banner of the Stars, Crest of the Stars. She be a princess, and she's awesome. She really is. She's got this bold, strong confidence, the awesome anime blue hair, elfish features, even though she's from space. The whole show is in sci-fi. She's voiced by Ayako Kawasumi, who is just a top-tier voice actress. And, yeah, waifu for a long time. She actually ends up in a really cute relationship with Jinto over the course of the show, which I fully support. Those two belong together. They're a perfect couple. And then of course, this a lot of people waifu Rem, but Rem, she's like this cute, supportive girl. She just means the best, and she deserves happiness. And unfortunately, this show does not give her happiness, which is why so many people waifu her. Right? They all want to swoop in and protect her, because reasons, you know. And I just need to bring up the third waifu, because talking about the first 2 definitely reminded me of who waifu number 3 is, of the top 3 waifus. Oh, sorry, that should be character. I've played a lot of Fate. So much Fate. Grand Order, and I've watched all the Fate series as well. So there is a Fate waifu who is near and dear to my heart. Why are there so many characters with this name? Oh my god. Oh my god. Why is this so difficult? There it is. Okay. Character. If any of you have hung around my Discord, you'll probably recognize her. Saber of Red. Sorry, Red Saber. Saber of Red is a different character. It's Nero. She's pretty awesome. She's second choice in the surprise. She's number one. Yeah, she's not number one. Well, Lafiel's been around for a long time, right? And I've spent more time with that show. And Rem was she just jumped into my mind immediately because Rem's actually, I have a phone case with Rem on it. And then, yeah, Nero, I wailed hard to get some Neros in Fate Grand Order. And I watched the anime and I was so disappointed with it. And then I played the Fate game on Steam. Like the Dynasty Warriors-esque Fate Extella or Fate Extra or whatever it's called. And after the Nero route was over, I actually stopped playing because I didn't care about the rest. But yeah, Sakura Tange just kills the voice for her, right? She's got that Genki, that pep. She has the speech tick, the Umus, which are a lot of fun. But yeah, no, those are top 3 waifus. That was easier than I thought it would be. 21 users hate Nero. Cheapers. How many people hate Ram? 214. 5 grand. 495. 3 users hate. We need to find these people and set them straight. Even with Senpai, she's number 2. Look. You guys, I know you guys are joking about Rem. Rem was the best girl in that show for me. Amelia ain't got nothing on Rem. She doesn't. Amelia was, I believe, written to be intentionally boring so that the audience would be frustrated with Subaru. Whereas Rem was written intentionally endearing so the audience would be frustrated with Subaru. Because the point of ReZero is that Subaru must suffer, and we must enjoy it. So they had to make him do things that would make us want to see him suffer. That's how ReZero is put together. It's written really cleverly. That's how it goes. Who's Rem? Okay, yeah, there's that joke again. Beautiful, thank you. Set him straight with the old cement shoes. Maybe not that straight. You know what I mean, right? I don't know why people really need to hate characters that don't do awful things. Because she didn't do anything awful, and neither did Rem. And neither did Nero. Well, I mean, historical Nero did terrible things, but this Nero didn't do anything terrible, right? No. Anyways, so yeah, those are the waifus. Welcome to the waifus. Let's turn that off. We'll close those 3. Boop, boop, boop. And we will type our answer in. Alright, Lafiel from Banner of the Stars. Rem from ReZero. And Nero from F/G. A post of the answers. Yeah, I know there's spelling errors in that because you don't understand anime names. Post. Okay. This question here, this one, I saw this one when I was scrolling down and I just thought, vague and disappointing. Vague and disappointing. This question is low information. I'm disappointed with this question. Wow, exactly, right? Kinks? My answer in the bluntest sense is maybe. Because it could be, do you have kinks? Maybe. Would you like kinks? Maybe. This is not a clear request for what kind. I feel the need to be intentionally obtuse with this question. Come on, lay it on us. Well, there is a question further up that I may have goaded the audience into asking. That is definitely going to go into this a little more in detail. It was a question of my favorite doujin tags, which will answer this much better. So I think we will. I think we'll save the detailed answer for that. Don't go all lawyer with us. In an anime, I saw some. Fair. All right, don't go all lawyer. No, look. All right, okay. Let me scroll up to the questions here. Where is it? There it is. Favorite doujin tags. This is gonna be all about kinks. Right here. That's what this is gonna be. But I guess as a warm up here, I'm gonna say things like okay. Glasses off for this. This is too informal for glasses. You expect details. Well, okay. A big detail here. Senpai is a big old virgin. So all of this is purely from internet experience and no practical in the field experience. So there's some context there for you. So kinks would be like sneaky, stealthy exhibitionism and hidden sex, stuff like that. Like no underwear under the skirts, or hidden toys, things like that. That's always a fun thought, right? Or like when they squirrel away themselves to a quiet corner of the library with no one around and get down to it. Talking about all I have is stuff that defies physics. It's just like I said, no in the field experience. I don't know how any of that. I don't know if any of this works in real life. All I have are my doujins. So there's that. I also have a good enjoyment of really good BJs and stuff like that, and the sounds, the like that. It does, but you're gonna be packing cash. Look, I'm not packing cash. This is no holds barred. All right, look. Yeah, no. Okay, all right. I just opened up the answer box here. We're gonna go with no pun, no ponsu, hidden toy, oral, what else? Look, I'm gonna get more into it. You can hear the desk rising. Calm down. Yeah, all right. We're gonna get more into it with the doujin tags, because literally that is where my entire experience rests. Is that how? Yeah, no, that's not how it's spelled. Yeah, no, that's all I got. That's all I got for here. We'll get more into it in the other question, all right? Because in the context of a doujin tag, it makes much more sense to me, given my life quote unquote experience. Oh look, a really easy question. All right. Okay. Okay, yeah, ReZero. Yeah, Ben's got it. ReZero. If you've watched the anime roundup at all, if you know anything about my anime watching habits, I love ReZero. It's got so much good stuff in it. I love time loops as a storytelling device. Time loops are amazing. I love mysteries that are gradually revealed, especially if they're dark mysteries. And Subaru is trapped in a dark mystery. Isekai, while overdone, does have potential for really incredible storytelling and other really good things in it. And ReZero is absolutely hitting that 100%. And yeah, it storytells so well, and it was so built into the community. It was such an event. The first season of ReZero, I was big on the Reddit r/anime community, and every Sunday afternoon, the thread would go up an hour before showtime, and people would be in there talking about it as it was airing. The memes and the screenshots and the theories and the spoilers would all come pouring out, and everyone would be in this really excited, engaged atmosphere, and we had a great time. And now I would be like, oh, it's almost showtime, and I would make time. I'd set it aside to go hang out with the Reddit guys and watch the new episode. Every week was so exciting. And some of the events around it made it better, right? Because Subaru Must Suffer, and the memes came out about that. And then for 3 weeks, the show got delayed due to a tennis tournament, which means we all had to suffer because we didn't know how long the tournament would last because they have like extra rounds or innings or whatever you do in tennis. So is it an hour delayed? Is it 2 hours delayed? We don't know. So we just sit there in the Reddit thread like stressing over how long this tennis was. And then they would like Photoshop a tennis ball over the big like spike flail that Rem uses, that was a meme for a while. Like, so it was a whole community thing that really bought me into it. And now I can't look at it with anything but adoration. And when it came back for the second season, I was eating it up. I was every little detail, every moment, everything was so good. And to help it all along, the animation team at White Fox, the producer, the director, everyone involved is doing an amazing job. Subaru's voice actor, that person can scream and suffer amazingly. The woman voicing Rem does this cutesy soft thing, but she can also go full aggressive Oni monster thing, right? The way they drop openings and endings because they want to be content dense. Variable episode length, 22 minutes, 24 minutes, 28 minutes. They animated as much as they needed to that week, not just enough to fill a time block. But the openings and endings when they were there are amazing. The songs are packed full of like dark imagery and symbolism, and the music really sets the tone for everything. And then they can drop that music in over the ending or opening scene, and it still fits because it's building into the show. ReZero is just so good. I love it so much. And the new season, the second half of season 2 is airing right now. In fact, it comes out Wednesdays. So guess what I'm doing Wednesday? And it just has my attention every second of it. I need more of this show in my life. Unfortunately, I only get between 22 and 28 minutes a week. And for the next few weeks. So yeah, ReZero is my #1 anime of all time. Of all time. Before that, though, as a corollary, as a supplement, Gurren Lagann was my #1 before I met ReZero. I remember watching Gurren Lagann very much the same way. The online community I was with at the time was eagerly awaiting each new episode. It was fan subs, so the fan subbers would feverishly work away to bring it out each Monday. And I'd get home from work, and the new episode would usually be there. And I'd fire it up and watch it still in my gross McDonald's uniform and just soak in that new episode of Gurren Lagann each week. And the scale and the scope and the heroism and all of it just built me up, and just power through, right? Kamina, the bro we all need. Simon, the leader we follow, right? It was great. The last episode of Gurren Lagann, I watched it. And when it was done, I just sort of walked over to the computer and hit play again and watched it a second time. And then after that, I didn't watch any anime for like 2-3 weeks because I didn't see the point. Nothing was ever going to be that good again. Gurren Lagann was pretty powerful. So whenever ReZero finally has a final episode, please let them animate the whole thing. I expect a similar feeling. It should be big. It should be big. But yeah, anime. Anime is a big thing. Hey, look at that! The bots have arrived. Thanks for coming by, bots. I hope you enjoy your time here until someone gives you a big old ban. And in the meantime, you can piss off. I don't know why they do this. Is anyone here foolish enough to try and click one of those links? Like, why? Call them clankas. Exactly. I just... Ugh. Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry. It's dinner time. Understandable. Understandable. I'm not busy playing a game, so I can easily tab over to the chat window and kill those bots. Fair enough. Yikes. Bots. But yeah, like I said, I don't know why would someone click those links. Oh, just a link to get famous? Oh, this must be what famous person did to get there. It's just what everyone can tell. Yeah, I know. It's not like those scam phone calls or like the junk scam mail you get in the mail, right? Like that might go to an old person who would genuinely be confused by it and fall for it. There are no people in a Twitch chat foolish enough to fall for a get famous link. I'm 100% certain. Nobody smart enough to use Twitch is foolish enough to click one of those links. 100%. So I don't know why those bots spam those links around. It just seems ridiculous to me. Ridiculous. Alright. With that diversion aside, we have another very simple question here. Tits, ass, or thigh? Now, we had tits or ass earlier. So this is just really a question of does thigh beat tit? And it does. Thigh. Post. Quick and easy. The lap pillow is a sacred thing and will one day occur, right? Yeah, thighs are it. Oh, back to the lurk. Enjoy. Shit. Why shit? Oh, she just said she's at dinner and now we're at her question. Oh no. Yes, embrace the thighs. I will embrace thighs. Particularly when it comes to thighs, it's the zettai ryoiki. The space between the bottom of the skirt and the top of the sock, right? Tosaka Rin is the zettai ryoiki queen. Can I just Google this and not get anything weird? Yeah, there it is. It's the TV tropes link. Copy image address. Bring that over here. Boom. And then we go over to here and turn on the display capture. Yeah. That's the zettai ryoiki guide, right? So you got your F grade zettai ryoiki, which is just ankle to skirt, right? That's not anything special, right? The less you see, the more special it becomes. This is how to display a thigh. It's a weird thing to talk about. Moving on. Thighs are good. Also not my question. No, that's something about VT. This is your question. Unless you submitted it for someone, which would be a thing. Getting steamy in here. Yeah, I know. Yeah, alright. Okay. So, alright. We got some unavoidable... We got some things to talk about here, kids. Now, I knew this question was coming. And I saw this and I was like, I gotta go double check. I gotta go check my archives, so I'm not to go eat. Understandable. She's very sad that she has to go eat. Benjamin, thighs don't matter, small or large. No, there can be bad thighs. Hold on. Let me come back to that a second. There can be bad anime thighs. Not all thighs are drawn equally. Alright. So, top 10 hentai. Alright. Now, okay. Like I said, I went into the archives to find some of the titles here, because I remember some of them by GIF. and not by title, as you would expect. Okay, and in no particular order. I didn't rank these. It's not like a top 10 greatest hentai of all time. All right, glasses off. This isn't something to be formal about. All right. Okay. I'm gonna turn on my blush right now because this is just the mood we're in right now. All right. Again, in no particular order. There's one called Body Transfer. It's an older title, and it involves a group of college students getting trapped at their college with this like crazy ancient artifact, and it causes them to randomly switch bodies, and they get into all sorts of shenanigans, as you would expect from people involved in body swapping. Pretty straightforward. The scenario is really creative, and honestly, really kinky. The whole body swap thing. Fun fact: in the next question, body swap is going to be one of the tags for Dojins. Another one, it's called Tropical Kiss. It's obviously based on some sort of visual novel, Dojin game or something like that. It's like a big water park on like some tropical island, and there's a whole array of girls that like this guy, right? Pretty generic setup. But there's like a sneaky under the desk BJ that just sells the whole thing for me. It's pretty awesome. There's one called Tayu Tayu. Now its animation isn't super great. Like it was a budget title, but it features a pair of yandere twins. That was pretty awesome. There's one that probably a lot of people know and like. It's Hatsu Inu. It's the mute girl and then the girl with the long black hair that are both fighting over this one guy. And there's a lot of toys used in that one. Eggs and dildos and things like that. There's a lot of shenanigans in that one. That was a long one too. It's like 6 episodes or something. Itadaki Seiki, that little demon vampire girl. Top tier hentai there. There's another older one called Magical Twilight. There are these 3 witches from like a witch world realm or whatever, and they have to go down to the real world for some reason. Who cares what it is, right? And they all get involved with this one guy. It's a really story heavy one. Out of the 3 episodes, most of it is story. It watches more like an anime than a hentai. But Chipple and the guy end up in like a really cute relationship, and they have some fun along the way, as you would expect. That one was a lot of fun. Front Innocent. That's a Satoshi Urushi. Hold on, let me make sure I get the name right. Urushihara. And he is heralded in the hentai community as the king of boobs. And Front Innocent is his Yuri art piece, as you would expect from the king of boobs. And it's got some really good stuff in it. It even got a uncensored release over here on this side of the ocean, and honestly, it just looks weird. I'm too used to the censored stuff. Where am I on the list? There I'm on the list. 15 Bishoujo Hyoryuki. A guy gets stranded on an island with 15 women. And the show is told in ensemble, in vignette format. So over the course of the show, there's 3 segments per episode. Each segment is a different girl. Not all of them are knock out of the park type good. But there's enough good ones in there, and the animation is of high enough quality, like it's not janky. It's pretty good. Yeah, 15. That's why it's called 15 Bishoujo Hyoryuki. Hyoryuki. Yeah. 2 left. Soru no Iro, Mizu no Iro. This one's also based on a rather story-heavy visual novel. And it features some secret, hidden type shenanigans. Like where 2 of them are in a locker, and there's people using the locker room while they're using the locker, we'll say, for euphemism's sake. And that's a pretty good scenario. And then there's lots of hidden stuff in it. Because I like the secret, almost exhibitionism stuff. It's good in these things. And then the last one, because I really was running out of good ideas, is called Sopocon. SportCon or whatever. It's short for something, right? Spocon. And it's just got a good variety of things. A little outdoor shenanigans, a little 2-on-1. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. But yeah, it's just sort of made the list because I was out of ones that stood out in my memory. So again, that was Body Transfer, Tropical Kiss, Tayu Tayu, Hatsunu, Itadaki Seiki, Magical Twilight, Front Innocent, 15 Bishoujo Hyoryuki, Sora no Iro, Mizu no Iro, and Sopokon. Top 10 hentai. There you go. And it says, and why. Yeah, no, that's that. Here we go. I'm not going to turn off the blush before I go to the next question either, so... because the next question is Dojin tags. And I had this written down so I can copy paste most of it all. Post answer. Okay, yeah, favorite Dojin tags. Okay, alright, you degenerates. You fucking degenerates. Control C is a lifesaver. Yeah, it really is. Alright, my degenerates. Here we go. Here we go. I think Belle's really regretting being at supper right now. Jesus, this is where all the true secrets of Senpai are revealed. Hold on, where's my... There it is. Yeah, hello, Lord Algamon. Welcome to the AMA, the 18+ AMA stream, where I answer all your degenerate questions about me. We're into some of the spicy ones, for now. I think it's gonna lighten up here in a second. But yeah, feel free to get comfy. I'm listening while eating. Oh, good. Okay, good. Okay. Alright, Dojin tags. One of the obvious ones, again, if you hang around my Discord's Not Safe for Work channel, is going to be Monster Girl, specifically Snake Girl. Alice from Monster Girl Quest. Safi from... is her name Safi? It's Sapphire. Yeah. Safi from Monster Girl Doctor. Mia from Monmusu. Just Snake Girls are awesome. I don't know why. Well, I do know why. Snake Girls give the best hugs. Yeah, Snake Girls. Pretty awesome. We've already addressed hidden sex. That's underneath the kotatsu table. Hidden in the library. Concealed vibrator. Things like that. Hidden sex. I touched on this in the top 10 hentai. Body Swamp or Gender Bender is a great dojin. Because that always dives into crazy shenanigans. Yeah. That's a good time. They give a good squeeze. They really do. They really do. And it just looks so comfy and cozy. I remember doing a Monster Girl tier list with Arowachi. And we were talking about the Monster Girls, obviously. And it was, all my top Monster Girls had the ability to give really good hugs. A really good squeeze. Really cozy, cuddly type stuff, right? Snake Girls with the tail. Slime Girls with partial envelopment, and Spider Girls. And I know what you're saying. One of my biggest fears is spiders. That's because a little spider can't be reasoned with. All it can do is scuttle around, be gross, and bite you. But a spider girl can be reasoned with. They can be seductive and dangerous. And they can give you a good old hug. Slash wrap you up a little, you know? Not that I'm into the whole rope thing. Just something with the whole Monster Girlness. The impossibility of it is interesting. Gets the brain going. Okay. Yeah, Monster Girls. There's one Dojin tag specifically on my particular Dojin site of patronage. It's called Layer Cake. Now I'm gonna try to explain this without getting like fucking banned off Twitch. But it's where you have two partners, and they lay down face to face, and you interact with them between the two of them. Layer cake. It's one of those. It's visually pleasing on the Dojin page. Hello, Shorta. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for contributing to the Herbal Stream Challenge. How close are we to finishing that? 82%. Yikes. That's much closer than I expected it would be. Calm? I am calm. I'm feeling pretty calm. Oh, thank you as well, Rexy. Oh boy, are we gonna knock this out right now? Oh boy. I might have to schedule the herbal stream. But the herbal stream will be incredibly calming, as you expect from an herbal stream. Okay, alright, just, girl sandwich. Yeah, girl sandwich. Yeah. Adrian Calm. Yeah, Dojin tags. I was just double, okay. What else is there? Oh, there's another, these are just answers, Senpai. Calm down. Cream pie and, a bukkake. Those have always been, really good tags. In the Dojin zone, because visually they're very, they pop off the page. They stimulate the imagination. I've always enjoyed that in the visual novels too. The big finish, so to speak. You know what? I really think I'm done answering this question. What about the cowgirl, Senpai? Oh, yeah, no, there's that. Yeah, there's a lot. Oh, yeah, from the Not Safe for Work channel. Yeah, that's not really tagged really well on the 6-digit site. But if it was, yeah, that would be a good tag to add to. Yeah. As for positions, yeah, that's a primo position. It affords you a good view of everything going on. So I guess, yeah, we'll add that to the list. We'll add that to the list. Yeah, yeah, mate. Sure. All right, we're gonna hit post on that answer. We're gonna shimmy that along. Close that up. I'm just gonna take a second to grab a sip of water here, and just take a moment to refocus ourselves. Okay. Wow, we're closing on 2 hours already. How much we got left? Wow, there's really that many questions got submitted since we started. You people, you're ludicrous. You're really firing it up here at the end, or as we go. I just realized the number's updating every time I hit reply. Whew. Dunk some cold water. It's never failed me. Yeah, okay. Hey, face tracking, could you please keep an eye on my face? AMA part 2. Yeah, alright. Part 2, Electric Boogaloo. I have no... Alright, okay. Alright, this one's a big old question with loads of stuff baked into it. It's a multi-question. So this person's hunger for the answers. They didn't want to submit 5 questions. They wanted to submit 1 question with 5 parts. Do you know of any other senpai in the wacky land of Twitch? Yes, I do. Reneleaf Senpai, although he doesn't go by Senpai, he had Senpai in his username when I met him, and probably still does too. Reneleaf's a good guy. Farseer Senpai, he was part of Lilybell's community.
Was just a viewer, but he was active in the community, so Farseer Senpai. I ran into him on Twitter at one point, Wokar Senpai. And he's been VTubing for much longer than I have, so he's actually Senpai. There was another Senpai out there too. What was there another one, or am I just thinking the list is longer than it was? Reneleaf, Farseer, Wokar. There are more Senpais out there. There's a Senpai for everyone, I imagine. So yeah, they're out there. But as for watching them on Twitch, I've only ever watched Reneleaf. And he is good stream. So feel free to go check him out. And the other two, like I said, I've never seen them stream, but I know they're on Twitch doing stuff. What are my thoughts on Monster Hunter and games similar to it like God Eater? Never played them, and never felt compelled to play them. They don't look bad. They just don't look like something I would be big into. But maybe they would be. I just never gave them a try. Mostly because they were mostly console when they started, I believe. And I've been PC gaming for a long time. What was that? 0 out of 101 height there, Shorta? You're a boomer, not a senpai, Shorta. There's a difference. Looms at 158 centimeters. They're both... Yeah, I know they're on PC right now, right? I've seen other people playing them. But I know, they just don't... They don't spark me the way other games do, right? I'm just not that excited about them, you know? I'm sure they're good. Don't get me wrong. I'm sure they're good. I mean, games like that don't stick around for that many games and be bad unless they're like Assassin's Creed. Not to say that all the Assassin's Creeds are bad. I just think the newer ones are a little derivative. Look, it's a big open world in Jerusalem. Look, it's a big open world in Rome. Look, it's a big open world in Normandy. Are the stories still good? No one ever talks about the stories anymore. They just play the next Assassin's Creed. But that's probably because the company that runs it is a little evil. But we don't want to talk about video game production companies now. Monster Hunter, not my thing. Moving on. Next question is a multi-part question. Do I dance? Do I want to with Belle? I've never danced before. I've never been in a situation where I had to dance. I've never gone to parties or events or anything like that. My school was staunchly Christian. And dancing obviously leads to premarital sex, so we couldn't have any of that. So I've never been to a dance. I have never danced before. Do I want to with Belle? I could, yeah. I could do that. It would probably be lovely. But I don't think I would know what to do. Dance with him and hallelujah. I know. But like I said, it was a Christian school in the 90s. What do you expect? Okay, Shorta. It's okay. Hello, bot? Are we gonna... There we go. No? My bot has failed me. Horizontal tango. Whoa, Shorta, please. This is a Christian 18+ stream. I'm the new bot. Alright. We just finished the incredibly 18+ questions. Although I think I see one coming up down the line. Next thing you'll bring up hand holding. Hey, I encourage hand holding. Hand holding's adorable. Like memes aside, the whole hand holding, so holding someone's hand like as a couple, just it's in my mind it's like the cutest thing, right? Just like, holding hands, walking somewhere, like aw, you know. But hey, maybe that's just my again my lack of Earth experience, meat world experience. Anyways, moving on with the multi-part question. This is a meaty question. If you can adopt a fictional child without repercussions to your finances, lifestyle, or mental state, who would it be? That is a strange question. It really is. If you could adopt a fictional child without repercussions to your finances, lifestyle, or mental state, who would it be? This feels like the son/daughter version of waifu/husbando. Now I can think of some a Dotaru. I would like to love, care, and protect for as a fictional character. In the real world, in the meat world, children are they're a whole bucket of work. My brother and sister both have produced offspring, and I see how they handle it. You got to be like ready to take care of kids. But since this one says there's no repercussions, Ruri Hoshino from Martian successor Nadesco. She was 12, 13 when the show started. She was a child prodigy who was raised in a lab. And she was like this big shot computer officer. And she just needed a family. And over the course of the show, she began to think of the crew as a family, which was like this really nice progression for her character. But yeah, no, she needs a family. Nadesco, yeah, exactly. Thank you, Welkin. Anime Boomers Unite. Super Robot Wars brought me to it. I watched it back in the day, in the 90s, crummy fan subs, and then the ATV subtitled anime on VHS tape. Whew, that was a generation of anime. But yeah, no, Martian successor Nadesco, Ruri Hoshino. Yeah, that's my guilt-free fictional adoption. And the last question is head pats, and my answer to that is I will head pat gladly. If you're a good person, you will get head pats from me. Do I wish to be head patted? Not by just anybody. And that concludes that question. Now I have to pack all this into an answer. Give me a second while I'm going to copy these questions. So when I open the reply, it hides all that. No, it doesn't. Okay, so that'll be Rena, Leaf, Senpai, Farseer, Senpai, and Wokar, Senpai. What are my thoughts on Monster Hunter? Never played. Looks cool. Not for me. Though. Do you dance? Never danced. Would love to try with Belle. Fictional child. Oh, no. Ruri from Nadesco. Girl just needs a family. And finally, head pats. Give to all. Get from few. Alright, there's your greedy 5-part question. Renleaf Senpai, Farseer Senpai, Wokar Senpai. Never played, looks cool. Not for me, though. Never danced, would love to try with Belle. Hoshino from New Girl, just needs a family. Give to all, get from few. Alright, post. Alright, there's the meaty question done. Okay, now we got, oh, we have to actually change our crop here, don't we? Yeah, we do, because the page is now... Let's refresh the page. I know I said it'd save the refresh for the end. Okay. Okay, there we go. Head pats are good. Head pats are good, yeah. It's -1 degree in my house. It's cold. Turn up the temperature, Ben. You don't want to die. That's cold no matter what temperature system you use. Okay, alright. Between Hololive and Niji-san, who has your favorite design? Who fits your liked aesthetic more? Which gets you off? Asuma-sen? Alright. So this is 3 parts. Out of the 2 major VTuber companies. Let's be honest, they're the 2 big ones. Who is my favorite design? Who fits my aesthetic? And which gets me off? Well, my favorite design... has to be probably Picora from Hololive. She's got the animal ear aesthetic, and she's got like this really cute design, right, with the big poofy dress and the twin tail braids, the carrots in them, and just the way it clashes with her brash, aggressive, over the top personality. It's just such a great. It's got gap moe. But yeah, Picora is my favorite design. My favorite aesthetic, however, is Hana Machida from Niji-san. She has such chill hangouts when she does her streams. Her whole character design is very comfy and relaxed. Well, she recently did a redesign, and I honestly don't like it as much as the first one. And even when she's playing some like aggressive game like Doom or Half-Life or something, she's still very comfy. So she has a really nice aesthetic. And it all comes together really nice. My favorite streams of hers are the ones where her dad is in call with her watching. And the way he like eggs her on, and the way she reacts to it, it's just a really cool kind of hangout aesthetic. And which gets me off. Okay, alright. Honestly, I don't look at a lot of VTubers like that. I mean, I know most of the big brands are mostly just playing characters for the most part. But I just think of them as persons more than characters for most of the part. But in terms of just design, which does it for me, I would probably say Marine from Hololive, the lewd pirate, because she's got the mismatched eyes and she's rocking a good bod. And yeah, I guess that would probably be the one that I enjoy the most that way. Though this is not part of the question, the one I enjoy watching most is probably Kiryu Koko. While her design isn't as much fun or as well designed as Pecora's, it doesn't have that gap moe. It's interesting, but it doesn't like fly off the page at me. The aesthetic isn't as comfy or as relaxed, but it fits with what she's doing. But yeah, for watching, she is a great streamer and a lot of fun to watch. So I guess there's a bonus question hidden in there for you. Kiryu Koko. So yeah, let's pop that answer in there. Between Hololive and design, Pecora. Aesthetic. Congratulations on spelling aesthetic, by the way. I've never spelled aesthetic right once ever. I know Coco breaks in such craziness. The shitpost review, next meme. She's so much fun. Lewd. I'm just gonna put lewd for gets off, and that would be Marine. And then to watch, free bonus question, Coco. Post answer. Boop. All right, now this one almost feels like a troll question, but I'm gonna answer it anyways. Chicks with dicks or dicks and chicks? Futa. For what it's worth, on the Dojin side, I have no problem with, none at all. That's not a killer on any Dojin. Food is okay, and dicks and chicks is just sex, which is fine. I mean, that's the whole point of Dojin. So I'm okay with the first one, and the second one is good stuff. There you go. Boring answer to what I'm sure you were thinking was going to be a silly question. First is fine. Second is part of Dojin. Dojin, and is good. There you go. You're still going on about the VTuber thing? Very little answer. That's of course. I mean, handling these questions like a champ. Yeah, no. Yeah. Yuzuki's man. She's a succubus nurse. Oh, I wasn't familiar with Yuzuki. Answer. I can English. Yeah. Shush. Shush. English is not the best language out there. Trust me. There are worse things to do. All right. When does my tutoring start, Yabuto? Oh, from Yabuto. You don't need to submit anonymous questions unless you don't log in. I guess that's fine. When does your tutoring start? When you pick a topic. I'm not just going to tutor in vague terms. I'm not just going to give out life advice to one person. That's why you come to the streams and ask questions. When you pick a topic. Pick a topic. Smiley face. Boom. Weirdest dream I've ever had. Oof. Yeah, okay. Alright, this is a question. Yuzuki Choco for your HoloLive research purposes. Thank you, Shorta. Why does anime make me feel sad? Because you're empathizing with the characters in the show. Or because the ending was terrible and you know it could have been better. One of the two. Maybe both. Alright, weirdest dream I've ever had. Okay, alright. I remember a dream vividly from when I was quite young, just like 12 or 13. Yeah, I think that's when it was. Anyways, this dream's been floating around my brain for a long time. I remember being chased to the hospital, an empty hospital, by a velociraptor. And our local hospital has like this big glass atrium with like all this crazy glasswork and gardens and shit in it. And I remember vividly jumping through the glass like I was in a movie onto like a pane of glass, and it broke and fell onto the next glass and onto the next glass, like through all the layers. And I vividly remember thinking in this dream, arch your back like a cat so it doesn't hurt when you fall. And just the combination of the velociraptor, the hospital, the glass, and arcing your back like a cat so it doesn't hurt is just the weirdest thing. And to this day, I remember those facts from the dream because of how odd they were. It's just bizarre. The whole thing. Yeah, I don't like before and after this segment of dream. I don't remember any part of it. Just those four facts are crazy. I'm asking this question, you get a lot of fun stories out of it. Yeah, I know, because there's all sorts of crazy dreams. Because I was a sickly kid when I was growing up. I have had and do have asthma. So every spring and fall, when the pollen and dust came out, I ended up in the hospital, right? Got the mask on and the respirator and all that kind of crazy stuff. So I spent a ton of time in the hospital, so that makes sense why it would take place in the hospital. And I'm pretty sure I watched Jurassic Park around that time. That would explain the velociraptor. But I don't get the glass and the whole thought of be like a cat so it doesn't hurt. That's the part that mystifies me. The other two pieces, I'm like, yeah, okay, hospital, yeah, been there. Velociraptor, yeah, Jurassic Park. But, yeah, no, it's weird. It's a weird thing. Thank you, Shorta. Thank you. Hold on, let me just tab over to Discord and take a look at that. I don't know who you sent that PNG to, but it wasn't me. Alright. Alright, so let's try and type this out. Being chased by a, velociraptor through my hospital. Then jumping through glass onto glass. Then that glass broke. onto another glass, and so on. While falling, I remember thinking to arch my back like a cat so I wouldn't be hurt by the landing. Wow. That's some subconscious. Instead of fall, I wrote fail. While I fail, I remember to think. Alright. Post. There we go. Typing ASMR. Yeah. Do do. Do do do. All right, typing ASMR. Good time, good time. Okay, how many questions we got? 6 questions left. All right. If you had to be stuck in a game, what game would it be? Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh man. Game. I know what anime I want to be stuck in, but game. Alright, let's think about this. Alright, because if you're in a game, the game rules would apply to you, hopefully. And most games, because you'd want a game with, like, revival. Because then you wouldn't have to really die. A game to be stuck in. There was an MMO I played. Well, it wasn't really a full MMO. The first one was more like a cooperative online RPG. It was called Guild Wars. And the original Guild Wars had a really interesting world. But it wasn't like too outstanding. It was fairly fantasy. It fleshed out a little more as it went on. But Guild Wars 2 really expanded the world and added a lot of really neat stuff. It really took it to the next level. And while the world of Guild Wars 2 is under like this crazy threat, I think there's enough cool stuff in that world that it would be a really interesting place to spend time. But if I want to be stuck there, right? WebP images. Yeah, I know. Discord gives me some crap about that too. I understand, Shorta. Is there any other game I've played a bunch of that I would want to spend time in? Like, I love playing XCOM, but I wouldn't want to live in XCOM. It's a terrible world to live. Yeah, no. I think that's my answer. Because no other game pops into my head that I want to live in, be stuck in, I guess, you know. So I'm gonna go with Guild Wars 2. Even though I don't play it anymore, I still really like the setting. The different races eventually coming together and the different types of technology and magic all working together. Yeah, Guild Wars 2. Post. There we go. Ideal sponsor. Ideal sponsor. I know this one right off the top of my head. I can tell you this right now. Crunchyroll. Crunchyroll. I do an anime roundup. Most of my anime comes right off of Crunchyroll. Sponsor, please. Crunchyroll. Crunchyroll. I know they used to sponsor YouTubers. But yeah, Crunchyroll. Raid Shadow Legends. With over a gajillion heroes to flush your money down the toilet trying to get, you can watch this game play itself because there's literally no input needed from you. Try this pathetic piece of software to drain your wallet and make us rich. Please, please, please play Raid Shadow Legends, and none of our sponsors will ever say anything bad about us because they're not allowed to. It's in the terms of service. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, the teacher from Hololive Shorta. Okay, you should have just said she was the teacher. I remember the teacher. I just didn't remember her name was Yuzuki. Anyways, Crunchyroll. Yeah, Crunchyroll sponsored YouTubers like Mother's Basement and was it Integration Point or Conversation Point? Yeah, they did YouTube sponsorships back in the day. They don't anymore. Crunchyroll is big and fat enough now that it doesn't need to sponsor on YouTube. But yeah, they used to. Tell them to sponsor them for half the rate and they'll respond fast. Oh, no way, never. Fuck Shade Rattle Legends. Those miserable gacha games. Health Doctor. Yeah, okay, sure. I know who you're talking about. It's okay. You have fun with that. What is your favorite car? Okay, I'm gonna be real with you guys here. I don't know anything about cars, and I don't care about cars. I cannot think of anything less than I think about cars. It's a box I get in to take me from point A to point B, and as long as it does that, I literally don't care about anything else about it. I don't care about the how it looks. I don't care about any of that stuff. I don't fucking care about cars. They are absolutely utilitarian to me. I want it to be cheap and I want it to be reasonable. That's all I care. There's like little cars that are hard to get in because I'm a little tall, and so they're a little uncomfortable. But that's not like a brand thing. Like, there are small cars of every brand. I just want a car big enough to sit in comfortably. And I want them not to burn the earth down, so I want one that's like fuel efficient or electrical or hybrid or whatever is efficient and affordable. And that's all I care. I love the idea of a self-driving car. You just get in and go, take me to the grocery store, and it takes you to the grocery store. Yeah, that's all I want. So so I'm gonna type my answer here. Functional, efficient, and affordable. That's all I care. I don't care about cars at all. I don't. My brother and brother-in-law are like, oh, brand name. No, brand name. And they get into this dick waving contest, and I just go, you guys are so sad. Every brand has its upsides and downsides. You should just be fitting a car to your needs. This brand loyalty, just really? I can't. Functional, efficient, affordable. Brand irrelevant. And that's, as I post this answer, I'm going to say, if you really like a brand, or if you have other things you want from a car, if you love cars for a reason, power to you. That falls into the realm of hobbyism. Like, if you're gonna like make a nice car from back in the day and like work on it in your garage, or you splurge a lot of money to get a car because you love some feature of it, go for it. That is totally okay. Mini Coupe. Oh yeah, the little car. Yeah, that's fine. Enjoy your little car. Alright, we're at the bottom of the page now, so I gotta change my crop. How did I get my name? Mini Cooper, though. Hold on, before I get to this question. Mini Cooper. Are those like... I remember seeing them in a movie, and everyone's like, oh, they're so amazing. Oh, they're so cute, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, yeah, but is it comfortable to sit in? I mean, it obviously gets you from point A to point B. But is it comfy? It's small. Is it good on... Does it cost a lot to run? That kind of thing?
We are being watched.
Thank you for the host, Giraffes. Welcome. Yes, yeah, welcome. We're working on my my Q&A here. We're churning through the questions. It's been a good evening so far. If anyone's curious, we have 3 questions left, and then I'll do the final refresh. And that'll be it for questions. So get them in before that last refresh. Very responsible. Thank you. Thank you. It's very fuel efficient. That's good to know. I mean, small car feels fuel efficient. But sometimes small car is back problems or ouchy knee, you know? It's not good for a person of height. And if you're shorter than 6'1", it's pretty good. Okay. I got a ride home from work from someone. I don't actually own a car anymore. I had a truck because I got a really good deal on a truck, and then it got stolen. And I just used the insurance payout to pay off my student loans and buy a good bus pass to finish my my university. And I just never bought a car since then. And the truck was good. I mean, you hop up into it, you feel like, it was really roomy. It was a comfortable vehicle, but it was not very efficient. I got suckered into buying it, basically. And before that, I've only had 2 cars in my whole life. I had a little 1983 Pontiac Phoenix. And it was a little too small for me, but it cost almost nothing. And it ran really efficient on gas. Surprising for how old it was. And no, I don't like to go fast. I want to go the speed limit. People who go around racing their car and revving the engines up and breaking speed limits, I think they should be in car accidents. Honestly. Obey the traffic laws, and if you want to go fast, go to a track, race cars, go into Derby, go where this is done. Don't go ripping down residential streets or any of that stuff, because it's irritating to the people who live in the area. It's dangerous. And it's illegal. Please respect the world. It irritates me how because you have fast car, the rules don't apply to you, and no one else's comfort matters. Same with people who get those big loud, what are they called? Straight pipes for their exhaust, right? Like, come on. Yeah, take it easy. Like, respect the people around you. To add to this, part of the reason why I'm so adamant about this is I almost lost my brother in a traffic accident. So when you're in control of a vehicle, you are controlling hundreds of pounds of explosion-powered metal that can easily ruin or end someone's life. And people who treat that without the proper level of respect, I'm appalled at them, because it's a responsibility. You get that license, you get those keys, you get in there. That's you saying, I will use this to do my business and not kill anyone. So yeah, I take it very seriously. If you drive drunk and you think it's okay to drive drunk because you're a good driver, you're the scum of the earth. If you think you can check your phone while you're driving, you're dumb. The phone checking is what got my brother. He almost died because he thought, I need to check this message. It's so, you need to respect that vehicle, and that goes beyond just safety. It goes to courtesy as well, right? And know the traffic laws. Know how a 4-way stop works. Understand the timing on traffic lights. Don't go ripping through yellow lights or things like that. Don't speed on residential streets. Understand when school and playground zones come into effect. You have so much responsibility when you're in that machine. And people who flagrantly go, yeah, car fast, and go peeling around and things like that, they don't respect what they're doing, and it scares me. Because when you take the bus, you walk a lot of places, because the bus doesn't always stop where you're going. And people don't pay attention to crosswalks. They don't leave themselves enough time to stop. It's dangerous and it's reckless. And the thing is, there are places where you are allowed to go do these things with cars. There is an event in Southern Alberta called Show and Shine, where people with cars, and really nice cars and really powerful cars, can go show off and do their donuts and show. They do the 0 to 60 challenge, and they do all that stuff. And there's a place to go do that. And I think it's just like an anime convention. You don't walk around downtown with a katana in like a crazy outfit. That gets in people's way. It's awkward. You don't go blasting J-pop wherever you go, because that's not the place for it. Unless it's a convention, anime is used for your own enjoyment on the side. Unless it's a car show, your car is used to get you from point A to point B while obeying the law. That's how I see it. And I can appreciate the engineering that goes into a fancy car. I can understand being proud of this machine you spent all this money and time on. I can understand that. But at the same time, there are thousands of other people around you. Done. And, okay. Rant over. All right. Okay. Yeah, I like to keep my car quiet. Yeah, I don't get the noisy car thing either. Car noise puts me on edge. Highways are made to go fast, especially the open lanes. Yeah, highways are where you can go fast. I mean, not as fast as you can go, but faster than the city. People used to use my neighborhood to go fast when I was a kid. It was awful. Yeah, no, the quiet neighborhood streets, especially guys on motorcycles, because that big noise they make, they go ripping through at 6 or 7 o'clock at night. They wake up your little baby sister or whatever, or that stuff. You're just like, take it easy, guys. Deadly mobile boomy death trap. Hey, depends how good your mechanic is, right? I almost died in a car accident. Yeah, no, my family got rear-ended by a driver who wasn't paying attention. And my dad got whiplash from it, and he totaled off the back of our family car, pushed the bumper up into the trunk. Just because he wasn't looking at the road, and he thought the light turned green, and he started driving. Now I feel like an ass. You don't need to feel like an ass, Adrian. You would need to feel like an ass if you realized this bothered people and then kept doing it. That's the thing, right? Doing something bad doesn't mean you have to feel like crumbs forever. Doing something bad when you know it's bad means you have to feel like crumbs. But you can always learn and change, right? When I was younger, my mother was driving and someone with a red light ran into us. We almost died. Yeah, that's exactly right. Not paying attention is the worst thing. I say I have this crazy car, but my friends get bored from my grandma driving. Also ask Rye. Oh my goodness. Just speeding the highway playing my music. Exclamation mark responsible rant. Oh, come on, guys. Come on. Senpai scolding. I'm not scolding anyone. I'm just sharing my experiences, right? It's who I am, right? It's the combination of my life experiences. I don't like loud cars because my hearing is so sensitive. Yeah, no, I get it. I get it. Cars are a whole thing. A whole thing. Anyways, I think I'm gonna segue here to something else before someone accuses me of being preachy or something. This segues well into my next question. How did I get my name? Well, my first name was given to me by my parents when I was born. But my username, Responsible Senpai, stems from two things. I'm gonna start with the senpai thing. I'm 37. I'm older than your average Twitch crowd, and I've been watching anime since '99. So I feel like I'm a senpai to you, senpai to a lot of the average crowd, right? I want to share my my wisdom and experiences with people, tell stories about stuff that's happened. Specifically for anime, if someone says they like something, I can go, hey, that's like this thing, or that was inspired by such and such, and then they might be able to go back and watch something old that they'll also like because of something they like now, right? Sharing that senpai knowledge. And same with real life stuff, right? I've talked about going to university and stuff like that. Do your co-op, do your case study panel, do the extracurricular stuff. That stuff looks better on a transcript than a high grade. The more different things you do, the better off you are, right? That's the senpai thing, just sharing facts, right? And the responsible thing is, I want to be responsible. I want to tell people to make wise choices, right? If I've made a mistake and I tell someone, hey, that's a mistake, that's just trying to be helpful, right? And yeah, be responsible. Get enough sleep, eat proper meals, drink enough water. It's an admirable thing to be. And I wanted to share that, but also to inspire myself to be better. I've spent the last little while, it's not the last one, I've spent, over a year now, trying to clean my own life up, be more responsible, right? I went through some pretty dark periods where I just laid around the house eating Doritos and watching YouTube for 15 hours a day. and ruined my health. So by calling myself responsible senpai, I'm challenging myself to be more responsible. So there we go. That's where the name came from. I have some life experience and I want to be responsible sharing it. I'm not a wizard. You become a wizard when you reach 40 and be a virgin. So I got 3 years to go. And then I'll be a wizard. Write a book. The first page of Senpai is 37. Yeah, 37. His 60,000 hours as a wizard is total mastery is 6 times over. No, it's total. It's 30? Wait, 30 is the wizard? Oh, shit. I haven't gotten any spells. I must be a terrible wizard. Senpai being the older anime-enjoying friend we need in our life. Exactly, Rexy. Exactly. Feel free to ask questions, because I got the answers. I'm a wizard. Okay, so apparently I'm a wizard now. Look at that. I don't have to wait 3 years. Congratulations. All right, let's answer this question here on how to get my name. As an older Twitch user, I thought Senpai was appropriate. I hate spelling. I got it! Can you do any cool wizard tricks? No, I can't do that. To share my experience, and the responsible was both a tone for the advice and an inspiration to myself to be better. Boom. Yeah, post. To be better. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, okay, alright, take it easy, you guys. Alright, let's, alright. Neat. Second last question before the refresh. Neat. Would you rather live how you are now or be rich with no one by your side? Money ain't nothing to proper companionship. If you had no one by your side and you were rich, you'd be miserable. Poor with friends. Poor with a partner. Beats rich any day. Any day. Money can be earned. Money can be gained. But you want to have people in your life. 100%. Loneliness is a soul-crushing, life-draining experience. You do not want that no matter how much money you have. You want people in your life. Money can't buy friendship or love. Exactly, my dear. Exactly. So, I'm going to go with how I am right now because all the decisions I made up to this point, good, bad, smart, dumb, whatever, have led me to a place where I have people in my life. And I can't trade that for the potential of money. Not a good trade. Not a good trade. You have plenty of time to earn money, and money comes and goes. Money isn't going to stay with you forever unless you sit on a big pile of it, like a big silly dragon, or a filthy rich banker or businessman. It's not going to replace the things in life that actually have value. Money can't buy happiness. Especially if you are alone. I'll stay how I am. Post. Easy peasy. Ladies and gentlemen, this is why his name is Responsible Senpai. Thank you, Benjamin. Thank you. Very responsible. Excellent. 9 minutes ago, this question. All right, I'm going to do my big refresh now because I think... okay. And that bumped down the question I had been staring at here. All right. How many inches you rocking? Just send results to Just Souls for archival. Whether you believe me or not, I've never checked. I've never checked. I've never been active and thought I should get a ruler. Never thought of it. Never have. And I don't see the point of comparison either. So I don't know. I don't know. You claim bullshit, but I have answered everything tonight honestly and faithfully, and that is my answer. I have never checked. Never ever. Guesstimate? No, I don't. I've never crossed my mind. So I'm just gonna hit this with an I don't know. I never checked. And post. And I'm gonna stand on that answer. And the refresh revealed one additional question. Bell, if you asked really nicely, I might share that information just with you, because I would need to go figure it out. And I don't think the stream's gonna wait. And our last question of the evening is from Belle, still using her Halloween skin on Curious Cat. Favorite meme. Favorite meme. There are so many memes out there. Should be packing. Jesus, Adrian. Okay, before I get to this meme thing, I've never thought about that. I mean, up until a little while ago, I didn't think it would ever matter, because I had pretty much given up on relationships for a good long time, and who else am I going to share that with if I don't think I'm going to have a relationship? Exactly, right? It was just not, I don't know, it's just not something I thought about because of where I was in my brain. So yeah. You've been asked before, the list has been brought to you. Yeah, I saw all the tweets, all the vague numbers being posted on Twitter, and then I backtraced it. Yeah, no, oh my god, yeah, Jesus. You guys, calm down, all right? I don't actually know, because I never thought to check. That is the answer. Stop. Okay, favorite meme. Moving on. Yeah, well, it said send it to Just Souls for archival. Just Souls was collecting a list of lengths. So if you're interested, find him. Rummaging for a ruler somewhere? God, jeez. When it comes to memes, the image memes are always good and fun. I remember the old school, like, rage face memes. Oh my god, Bill. Okay. Alright. The old school, like, rage face memes that were born on 4chan were a lot of fun. I also enjoyed I'm moving on. We're moving on. I also enjoyed the anime memes. Or the animemes, like the rage wolf, or the, whatever, like the cropped face with the pie slice color in the background. Those were fun, too. But the memes that have always struck me the hardest are the music memes, right? And I have to say, it doesn't pop up anymore much. But that, ooh, what you say, but you only meant well. That one, where someone, like, falls over or whatever, and it goes black and white and that song kicks in. That one, I don't know what the name for that meme is, like, if there's a name for that particular meme. I'm just gonna go with, ooh, what you say. That one always made me laugh, no matter what it was. There was like some goofy anime thing going on, or like security camera footage of someone like letting go of their shopping cart and it gets taken out by someone driving by. What you say? It was good fun. I really enjoyed that one. So it'd be musical meme. Ooh, what you say? Musical meme. Where am I typing this? I clicked reply. Why is my cursor not in the box? Ooh. What you say? Invisible typing. Yeah, I don't know where these words are going. Hey, it actually shows my type. Nice. There we go. Post. Alright, that's... Hold on. I'll give you guys one more refresh, just in case. What do you think of fan fiction? Oh, look at that. It was a good thing I did one more refresh. What do I think of fan fiction? Fan fiction. Okay. All right. We're gonna hop in my mental time machine here and go back on the internet, back to a time when GeoCities was still a thriving community. Fan fiction was a thriving community online, particularly anime fan fiction. And there was scads of it. Fanfiction.net is still loaded with fanfiction. Crossover fanfictions, slash fiction, ship fiction, good fanfiction, terrible fanfiction. I love the spirit behind all of it. Do I consume any fanfiction anymore? No. I don't have the time to sit down and read that much. I have light novels that I paid for that I still haven't read. I'm not going to read fan fiction while those are still sitting around. But I love the idea behind it, which is why I bring up my time machine back to the time when GeoCities was still a thriving community. If anyone's familiar with Mystery Science Fiction Theater 3000, it was an old TV show where a guy and two robot puppets watched terrible movies. Like old B-rated sci-fi monster movies, and they like riffed on them while that was going on, right? And it was funny. It was so funny because the movies were bad, like crummy movies, and their riffs were so much fun. And a community was born from that fandom in relation to fan fiction. And people would get together and pick a fan fiction, and either as themselves or as a character, they would riff on this fan fiction like they were watching it in a theater. It was called MSTing fanfiction, or MST fanfiction. And yeah, there'd be like a little intro where they talk about going to a theater and they all say hi to each other and they have their own running in jokes. And then the movie or the fanfiction would start, and there would be a chunk of fanfiction, and then they'd like have an interjection where the characters would talk and riff on it. And then another chunk of fanfiction. So you'd be reading the fanfiction and the riffs as you go along. It was basically a script for an MST of this fanfiction if it had actually been a movie. And it was so much fun. It was so much fun. I actually MST'd a few fanfictions myself with a group of other people. We were in a Yahoo group together. And I don't... Oh, it was so dumb and so fun. It was great. Yeah, it was a good time. Do I know where any of these files are? Not a clue. The Yahoo group is gone. I don't remember the username it was under or anyone else's username because I was like 19, 20 when I was doing this. I was doing it in between classes and I was in university the first time. For reference, I was going to university full time. I was consuming over 20 episodes of anime a week. I was doing this MST fanfiction thing, and I had a 20-hour-a-week part-time job. I don't remember sleeping for a large period of that, so my memory is really spotty. So yeah, I have a connection with fanfiction, but I don't interact with it at all anymore. So I think for my reply, I'm going to say, in the past, I loved it. And interacted with it. These days, I see the passion, but don't have the time for it. Oh, that's not that. I don't know why I always put the semicolon instead of the apostrophe. I'm just bad at typing, I guess. Anyways, so yeah, yeah, Yahoo, that's a relic. Hearing about Yahoo groups. Look, it was a different time back then. It was 2003. Life was different in the ancient part of the internet. What keyboard do I have? An Asus keyboard. Here's the thing with my keyboards. I just buy cheap keyboards, or I get keyboards that people don't need anymore. And then when they get a little janky or a little old, I'll just grab a new one. Keyboards for me are a little bit disposable. I don't have like a nice keyboard. It's just whatever I have handy at the time. I actually have 2 spares in the storage room right now, for when this one starts acting up. Yeah. Oh no, did I have typo? I don't care if there's a typo in it. It's fine. Alright guys, alright, 2 hours, 45 minutes. Not bad for a Q&A, not bad. Alright, let me just hit this refresh one more time. Anyone sneaking anything in? No, alright. In that case, we are truly finished. We are going to remove the AMA from this screen. Boop. Nope. Close enough. Goodbye. There we are. And I will close Curious Cat and put that to the side. A little loud, but good. Okay, yeah, alright. Okay. So, my friends and cohorts. We learned a little bit about Senpai tonight. We certainly have, I think. Maybe too much. Maybe just the right amount. We did indeed. So I think with that, unless there's any other pressing topics or conversation you guys have to share with me, I think we're gonna slither on over to Twitch and find ourselves a raid target. So let me just bring up the Twitch window and then I'll get back to you folks in a second. There we are. Hello. Learned a whole lot, but we will retain it in memory. Yeah, I'm gonna memory hole this VOD, by the way. I'm gonna download it. And then once it's downloaded, it's probably gone. Because I don't want any of the 18+ questions to come back to haunt me in terms of Twitch strikes or bans or anything like that. But I will plonk it onto the YouTube, so that it can live there in infamy. So, we won't remember unless we clipped it. Ha 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 ha. Oh god, clips. Where's my schedule? I don't have my schedule open. All right, when am I back? What am I doing when I get back? Because I'm pretty sure I'm not doing anything tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow is no stream, no event, and Thursday I will be back with Belle. We're back again. We're back again. So yeah. And then Friday is Remnant with Nordic again. And that'll be at 7 p.m. on the Thursday and 8 p.m. on the Friday. And then I'll be off Saturday, and then Sunday we're back for the ARU. Alright. So, anything else? Any last-minute questions you're going to spit out in the chat? Any follow-ups? Any clarifications? This lo-fi is good. Hits just right. Nothing else from the chat? Alright. I have one other event-style thing coming up, other than the herbal stream, if we manage to scrape together some points for that. It's on the 30th of January. That'll be 6 months. 6 months of affiliate on Twitch. It's been a wild ride, and I've received some amazing support. So I will be doing a throwback stream. I'll be going back to Stellaris, the first game I ever played. I'll be using my original model, Retro Senpai 0.5, and the Galaxy we made on the 4th. Oh, that's a few days ago already. And all the empires will be references to VTubers that I've streamed with, inspired me, games I've played, stuff like that. It'll be a very self-referential galaxy. And that'll either be a marathon stream if I'm still unemployed, or it'll be an evening stream if my job has taken me back by then. Who knows how this lockdown's going to go, yeehaw and all that. But yeah, that's an event coming up down the road. That'll be on the 30th. More details to come eventually. Favorite drink? I know this is real stereotypical, but I love Mountain Dew. Unironically. I don't know what's in it. I don't care what's in it. I love Mountain Dew. Sad thing. The Diet Mountain Dew, because I don't want to get diabetes either. The Diet Mountain Dew, really hard to get a hold of in Canada. So I fill that hole in my life with sugar-free Fresca, which is painfully Canadian in comparison to the American Mountain Dew. True gamer right there. Yeah, I know. I don't drink like the crazy flavors like the Code Red or all that shit. No. I don't know what it is about Mountain Dew. I just love it. True gamer. I think the herbal stream was... Yeah, the herbal stream was 60k points there, Ben. He also has Doritos. I did mention Doritos. I try not to even buy them, so I can't have them in the house. Because if I open a bag of Doritos, that whole bag is gone. I'm finishing it. I can't eat half a bag of Doritos and then put it away. Because that's not how I live. I have to be very careful with portions. Because I lack self-control. Part of my being responsible thing was fixing my diet. Portion control. Buying smaller amounts of things, or bringing them in and then splitting them up, so that I don't have the whole thing sitting there. I actually, before they got discontinued in Canada, the pretzel M&Ms, I'd buy a bag of those, and then I'd like split them up between smaller bags so I could have one little bag each day. And that way I wouldn't eat an entire family-sized sack of M&Ms the day I opened it. It's okay. Once I'm there, you can open a bag, eat half. Oh, Belle, we're going to share Doritos? Nice. It's not a full-on diet. Like, I still eat what I enjoy and do that kind of thing. It's just portion control. Because you can eat things that are still good and have fun, right? You just have to, one, stay active, which is why I exercise regularly. I have a treadmill. I watch anime while I treadmill. Or streams. And then portion control. Just don't eat too much. Right? You go to McDonald's. Don't get the 20 nuggets. Don't get like a giant fry. Get a tenner and maybe like a small fry. Or don't have fries at all. Fun fact, if you just skip the fries at a fast food restaurant, that's almost health food. What if our Dorito dusted fingers touched? Oof, I know. Yeah. Now I'm thinking about holding Belle's hand, but we're holding hands in the bag of Doritos. What was I? Portion control. Yeah, no, portion control, right? Don't get like a Gigantor burger. Have a regular sized burger. That way you still get to enjoy burger, but you don't have a day and a half worth of calories in one burger, right? Portion control. That way you still get to have fun things. But you're not like sitting there, I have to eat this much celery or I'm going to die. No. Enjoy your fast food. Just don't get like the mega ultra size shit. And it's cheaper too. I knew you'd bring up the hand holding. I can't help it. Fries at Macca's are scary. Yeah, no, there's a place here called Five Guys Burgers and Fries. And they're like claim to fame is when you ordered fries, it came in normal and large. And if you ordered a large, the guy at the counter would go, "Are you sure?" Because a large fry was like a sack of French fries. Like, I felt like I had robbed a bank, and instead of money, I got potatoes. Because it was just this enormous thing of fries. And I'm like, this is too much fries. Who needs this many fries? So we would go there as a family, and we'd be like, I'll have a burger, I'll have a burger, I'll have a hot dog, I'll have a burger, I'll have a burger. And then we get one regular sized fries and split it up between 5 people, and it was still a lot of fries. They're a good place to eat, Rexy. They're top-notch food. But again, like, to take it easy on the fries. They don't have a small. So either go there with a group and split the fries, or skip the fries, or just accept that you're going to overeat and order a regular fry.
Yeah, anyways. Alright. Just a little more responsibility laying it out for you. Go big or go home, Murica. Yeah, I know. Go big. Huge. Big. Yeah. Walmart scooter, anyone? That was a low blow. I'm sorry. My diet, though. Alright, alright. Fuck you, we make all the decent food you eat. You do. American food is delicious. That's why it's so good. That's why it's so bad for you. Delicious things are bad for you. Our brains are programmed to seek out sugars and fats. Because we used to actually almost be dying for not getting those things. Don't eat the whole serving and toast them to eat later. What do you mean I can't enter Walmart? Out of leftovers. Yeah, no, exactly, right? That's all I'm saying is portion control. Still have the good stuff, just don't have a huge pile of it. All right, I'm looking for a raid thing now before I get pitchforked by angry Americans. All right, what do we got here? Valorant, Apex Legends, nah. It's probably a collab. Rated them recently. That's a collab. What's John Loves Anime doing? Oh, it's that fucking BDSM test. Pass. I hate that test. It's just an expression, Rex. Yeah, no, don't worry. Truby's doing Just Dance. Streamlabs, please. Maybe Cherry. Maybe. Oh. Oh, that's a collab. Alright, we're going to drop in on Cheru. What? Wait. Hold on. I wasn't looking at my chat. What thing did you think? Why do you hate it? What do I hate? Oh, the BDSM test. It's just, I'm tired of seeing it. Lilybell and Nordic have been harping on this thing for ages, and everyone Lilybell has ever bumped into has taken this fucking test. And I'm just tired of seeing it. Because everyone's like, oh, you're such a bottom, and it's just, I'm tired of it. I just don't want to see it anymore. The joke has run its course with me. And it just doesn't amuse me anymore. So I'll find another time to pop in on that on John Loves Anime. It's just overdone. It's just overdone, and everyone's waving these things around on Twitter and on Discord, like, look at me, I'm 78% this thing or that thing, right? Yeah. Everyone's invited to my house. We're having chicken, carne asada, and carne asada fries. Sounds tasty. Anyways, all right, let's set ourselves up a raid here. All right, so the raid is gonna be what should my raid call be? Secret Senpai raid. I'm 55% nacho. Yeah, Secret Senpai raid. And the emote will be the lurk. Control V. There we go. We're gonna raid our good friend Cherubi. B-I-C-L-Y. 78% Pepsi. Oh, I didn't even spell that right. Alright. Does that bring up the right thing? Yeah, it does. Alright. Alright, so everyone, thank you very much for hanging out. I had a good time just talking. I think this has been the most just chatting stream I've ever done with anybody ever, actually. All my other Just Chattings have mostly been anime streams. So yeah, it was a good time. Thank you for kicking into the community challenge, asking questions. All that stuff is awesome. You know when to find me next, Thursday, Friday. And until then, or whenever I see you again, have a good time. I will see you in the future.
Thank you, Senpai. Thank you so much for the raid, guys. Secret Senpai. Oh my god.